it's about time. I thought you guys forgot I was down here. I was getting hungry. I never been in no cell that had a phone in it. Can I stay for a while? Because I ordered some pizza. Somebody eat it.
Beverly Hills Cop is a 1984 comedy action film directed by Martin Brest that would find colossal box office success and continue to launch the already soaring star power of Eddie Murphy to even greater heights. In Detroit, Michigan, Axel Foley, played by Eddie Murphy, a talented but oftentimes rambunctious police detective, finds himself in hot water after he attempts to arrest two hustlers in an unauthorized undercover operation using a truck full of cigarettes, seized by the police as evidence in another case.
No, look, can I say it slow for you? Look, I need $5,000. Read my lips. $5,000 is what I need. This is bullshit here. I can't do nothing with that.
You know, you want to be a fucking asshole, you can take the whole load and smoke them yourself in the park.
I don't smoke like a strike. I smoke king size cake.
I can't make a price in my head. Fuck this. Nice doing business with you, kid. Hey, buddy, what you doing here?
Oh, officer, you know what just happened a few minutes ago? You ain't gonna believe this shit. Check this out. The truck, it just stopped, man. It just stopped. You got some jumper cables, you give me a jump.
After arousing the suspicion of two uniformed patrolmen, one criminal flees on foot and the other flees in the truck, leaving a trail of widespread damage. At the police station, Detective Jeffrey Friedman, played by Paul Reiser, tries to warn Foley about the extreme reprimand he has coming.
You know, if you had busted these guys, maybe you wouldn't have been so mad. Now I heard you got caught up haggling for money or something.
Look, $2,000 wasn't enough money. If I would have took it, those guys would have known I was a cop.
Well, leave me alone. You another asshole. Don't go anywhere. No, I'm not saying you did anything wrong. I'm just saying if you had busted these guys, it would have worked out better. That's all I'm saying. Where are you going now?
I'm gonna go get my shit and get out of here.
No, big mistake, big mistake. You want my advice?
No.
You know what I would do if I was you?
No, I don't.
Go in there, talk to them, wait for me. I'll be right back.
Jeff, get away from me. I'm gonna shoot you, all right? No time for you to do.
I'm not telling you what to do, but you know what I would do?
Axel is then confronted by his commander, Inspector Douglas Todd, played by Gilbert R. Hill.
The mayor called the chief called the deputy chief just chewed my ass out. You see I don't have any bit of it left, don't you? Where in the fuck did you get a truckload of cigarettes from anyway?
From the Dearborn hijack.
From the Dearborn hijack? That fucking bus went down last week. That truck is supposed to be in the damn pound.
I'm trying to tell you.
Jeffrey, this is none of your fucking business.
This is not my locker.
You're a good cop. You got great potential, but you don't know every fucking thing. And I'm tired of taking the heat for your ass. One more time, you're out on the street.
Arriving at his apartment, he finds his old childhood friend Michael Tandino, played by James Russo. While having been rough, troublemaking kids, Axel matured and became a cop, while Mikey wound up serving time in prison for auto theft.
You got out 6 months ago, you just coming to see me now?
Well, they got me out a year early for, a good time, and I went out to California to get some sun.
Mikey shows Axel a bag of German bearer bonds. Axel remains ambivalent, just happy to see his old friend.
They're bearer bonds. They're bonds. Untraceable.
You stole them?
No, it's not.
I don't want to hear it. I'm sorry I even asked. It's just good to see you, man.
Missed you, man.
Yeah.
I missed you.
What were you doing in California anyway?
I was working.
Working where?
Guess.
I don't know. Where were you working?
Beverly Hills.
Ah!
Mikey informs Axel that he has been working in Beverly Hills, California as a security guard at an art museum where their mutual friend Jenny Summers works. When the two return to Axel's apartment, they are taken by surprise by two men who knock Axel unconscious, while one of the men, Zach, played by Jonathan Banks, confronts Mikey about the German bearer bonds.
Zach, there was a whole box full of those things there, man. I took a couple of them. I didn't think anybody was going to miss them.
I swear, if you ever show your face out there again,
I won't. I won't.
Ever.
I won't.
Ever.
I won't. I promise you, man. I'm sorry. I fucked up. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Ever.
Oh!
Later on at the scene, Inspector Todd informs Axel that homicide detectives will investigate the crime, which Todd suspects was a professional hit.
Hey, look, we're talking about a friend of mine here.
Yes, we are, aren't we? And let's take a close look at that. 1, a hoodlum friend. 2, a professional hit. 3, in a cop's apartment. This whole thing stinks to high heaven.
How do you know it was a professional hit?
I didn't just walk into this town from the cotton fields. Whoever killed your friend wasn't worried about your little narrow ass. If they were, you'd be lying beside him in that meat wagon.
Having already nearly been fired due to the truck fiasco, Todd forbids Axel from trying to assist in any way with the investigation and allows Axel to take vacation time. Foley drives to Beverly Hills and immediately heads to the art gallery and meets a salesman named Serge, played by Bronson Pinchot.
I'm fine. My name is Serge, and how can I help you?
Yeah, I'm looking for Miss Jenny Summers.
She's very busy today. Maybe you give me your name?
My name's Axel Foley.
And what it's pertaining?
I didn't understand what you said.
Pertaining, what it's meaning, regarding.
Oh, what's it regarding? I'm an old acquaintance of hers.
Donny? One moment. Donny, run and tell Miss Summers that Mr. Ahmed Foley is here to see...
Axel Foley. Axel.
Achwell?
Axel.
Foley is here to see her.
Hold a second, I'll be right down.
Axel then meets with his old friend Jenny Summers, played by Lisa Eilbacher, and informs Jenny that Mikey was murdered in Detroit. A distraught Jenny tells Axel about Mikey's ties to her boss, the owner of the gallery, Victor Maitland, played by Steven Berkoff.
Mikey mentioned that you helped him get a job.
He was working for Victor at the gallery's warehouse.
Axel immediately travels to Maitland's office and begins questioning him about Mikey.
And what, may I ask, is your interest in Mr. Tandino?
Well, he was my best friend. He came to see me in Detroit a couple of days ago. And a couple hours after he got there, someone killed him.
Oh, my God. That's terrible. I'm really sorry to hear this. Detroit is a very violent city, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Exactly what was it Mikey did for you here?
I'm sorry. I didn't catch your name.
My name is Foley.
Excuse me, Mr. Foley, if I appear a little rude, but this sounds like something for the authorities in Detroit. So, if you'll forgive me, I really must get back to work.
Maitland has guards throw Axel out of a large window, and he is arrested by Beverly Hills police officers. At the Beverly Hills Police Department, Axel meets Sergeant John Taggart, played by John Ashton, and Detective Billy Rosewood, played by Judge Reinhold, who confront Foley about why he refused to identify himself as a cop to the arresting officers, and what business he had at Victor Maitland's office.
Why didn't you identify yourself as a police officer when you were arrested?
Because I was minding my own business. Where the fuck do you guys get off on arresting somebody for getting thrown out of a window?
We have 6 witnesses that say you broke in and started tearing up the place, then jumped out the window.
And you guys believe that?
We're more likely to believe an important local businessman than a foul-mouthed jerk from out of town.
Foul-mouthed? Fuck you, man.
When Axel gets a smart mouth, Taggart gives him a punch to his gut. Taggart is immediately reprimanded by Lieutenant Andrew Bogomil, played by Ronny Cox. The politically correct procedural style of the Beverly Hills Police Department perplexes Axel.
I'm Lieutenant Bogomil of the Beverly Hills Police Department. Do you wish to file charges against Sergeant Taggart?
Look, where I'm from, cops don't file charges against other cops. No, I don't want to do that.
Bogomil informs Axel that he spoke on the phone with Inspector Todd.
He says if you're out here investigating the Tandino murder, you needn't bother coming back.
Lieutenant Bogomil assigns Taggart and Rosewood with the task of keeping an eye on Axel, who evades them by disabling their car by sticking a banana in their tailpipe.
Ready to go?
Yeah.
There's the Mercedes. We get rid of that stuff? What the hell are you doing?
While continuing his own investigation, Axel begins to find circumstantial evidence that Victor Maitland may be involved in a large drug smuggling business. Knowing that he has no jurisdiction, Axel tries to warm up to Taggart and Rosewood.
Look, man, if you're still mad about the banana thing, I'm sorry, all right? I just need a little time to myself. I just wish I would have saw the expression on your face when the car conked that.
Yeah, very funny. Lieutenant Doctor's 2 days' pay.
Get out of here. He's not kidding.
No, he's not kidding. By the way, thanks for the sandwich.
We all had a very rough day today. What do you say We all go get something to drink and make up and be friends, huh?
Inviting them to join him at a strip club, Axel informs Taggart that he believes a robbery is about to take place. All three cooperatively foil the armed robbery.
I knew that was you. He told me it wasn't you, so you don't come here no more about that.
Everybody freeze! Turn around. Turn around.
Phil! What's wrong, man? What's all the hostility, Phil?
Get back, man.
What you doing with all this gun, man?
I want you to get back.
You changed, man.
I'm telling you to get back. If you don't get back, I'm gonna blow your fucking brains out.
Please, move and I'll kill you. Don't move! Turn over!
Way to go, Rosewood. You're some kind of cop, you know that?
Sorry for the disturbance, folks. Everything's under control.
While Axel tries to cover up for them with Bogomil, Taggart is compelled to tell the lieutenant the truth. Once again,
Detective
baffling Foley.
We appreciate your assistance, but in the future, if you want to practice law enforcement, I would prefer you did it in Detroit.
I understand, sir. I'm sorry. But before I go, I just want you two to know something, all right? That the Super Cop story was working. Okay? It was working, and you guys just messed it up. Okay? I'm trying to figure you guys out, but I haven't yet.
Foley continues to confront Maitland, telling him that he knows Maitland had Mikey murdered, and that he intends on bringing him down.
I know that you're into a lot of crooked shit. And I have a pretty good idea that you had Mikey killed. And when I find out for sure, I'm gonna fuck you up real bad.
Crawl back to your little stone in Detroit before you get squashed. Okay?
Please step away from the table, sir.
Gotta go now, Vic.
Nice meeting you again.
Yeah.
Catch you later, Vic.
Michael Eisner, who was head of Paramount Pictures, came up with the film's concept in 1975. When he was driving an old station wagon that he had first owned in New York City, he was stopped for speeding on the freeway in Los Angeles. The police officer seemed amazed by the condition of his vehicle. It made Eisner realize the degree to which status is measured in Los Angeles, and reportedly he exchanged the station wagon for a Mercedes the following day. However, he became dedicated to the idea about a movie involving a Beverly Hills policeman. Danilo Bach completed the draft of the first script in 1977, 6 years prior to production. After Martin Brest was fired from the 1983 film War Games, his second directing job, the industry thought he was damaged goods. Don Simpson and Jerry Bruckheimer disagreed, and the two Paramount executives continually called Brest and asked him to direct this film. Finally, Martin Brest decided to flip a coin on whether or not to direct this movie. In the wake of the success of this film, he later framed the quarter and hung it on a wall in his office. The movie was written for Sylvester Stallone, with the character of Michael Tandino as his brother and Jenny Summers as his love interest. Stallone said he left the project because he didn't think audiences would accept him as a fish-out-of-water cop who was new to the lifestyle of Beverly Hills. He also didn't like the inclusion of comedy because he didn't feel like he was suited for it. Stallone left the project and used some of his script ideas to make the 1986 film Cobra, which starred Bridget Nielsen, who was later his wife, who would also star in the sequel to Beverly Hills Cop in 1987. Eddie Murphy passed on acting in the 1984 film Ghostbusters to do this movie. Eddie Murphy made a reported $14.5 million off this film. To cast the roles of Rosewood and Taggart, the director paired up various finalists and asked them to do some improvisation to get a feel for their chemistry. Eddie Murphy, John Ashton, and Judge Reinhold improvised most of their lines. Literally hundreds of takes were ruined because people all around kept laughing during shooting. During the Super Cops monologue, John Ashton was pinching his face hard and looking down in frustration. He was actually laughing. Judge Reinhold had his hand in his pocket, but he was pinching his thigh because Eddie Murphy was so damn funny. This movie marked a change in filmography for actor Ronny Cox. He had often played soft-spoken, fatherly characters, but after this film he became sought after in the role of corporate villains like in 1987's RoboCop and Total Recall in 1990. Gilbert R. Hill, otherwise known as Gil Hill, was a real-life Detroit Police Department homicide detective and played Inspector Todd in Beverly Hills Cop 1, 2, and 3. Hill served as president of the Detroit City Council, and he ran unsuccessfully for mayor of Detroit in 2001. Principal photography began May 7, 1984 with locations in Detroit, Michigan and Los Angeles, California. The script was completed the same day filming began, and it was constantly revised based on Eddie Murphy improvising. Filming wrapped on July 26, 1984, after 11 weeks. Axel Foley carries a 9mm Browning P35. He carries it in all 4 Beverly Hills Cop films. His t-shirt is from Mumford, a real-life Detroit area school one of the filmmakers attended. When the movie came out, the school got orders for the shirts from customers all around the world. When trying to locate Foley and Rosewood, the Beverly Hills Police Department uses a satellite tracking system. At the time, it was made up to be futuristic and high-tech. Later on, it would become known as the Global Positioning System, or GPS. Director Martin Brest said it was originally supposed to be a potato and not a banana in the tailpipe, and a scene involving Axel sneaking into the kitchen of the hotel to get a potato was intended. Due to budget and scheduling issues, the scene couldn't be shot. Murphy had to grab something that was easily accessible in a location that was already lit and ready to be shot. It was Eddie Murphy's idea to get Damon Wayans, as the guy working at the buffet, to give him some bananas. Wayans is credited in the film as Banana Man, in what is his feature film debut.
All I need is a couple of bananas.
Shh. Go ahead, take those bananas.
Hey.
Bronson Pinchot plays Serge, a gallery employee from an unnamed European country. He would later go on to play Balky on the ABC sitcom Perfect Strangers from 1986 to 1993, a similar character, and use a variation of his Serge character's signature line, "Don't be stupid." Bronson Pinchot got Serge's accent and mannerisms from a female makeup crew member he had worked with on an earlier project. The soundtrack to this movie was a big success. Harold Faltmeyer composed the score for this film, and the theme song is called Axel F. It was originally referred to as the Banana in the Exhaust theme because it was originally composed only for that scene of the banana in the tailpipe. However, the theme worked so well that they decided to use it as the main theme for the movie. The instrumental Axel F hit number 3 on the US Billboard Hot 100 charts in June 1985. The Heat Is On by Glenn Frey hit number 2 on the US Billboard Hot 100 in March 1985. Neutron Dance by the Pointer Sisters would reach number 6 on the US Billboard Hot 100 in February 1985. Patti LaBelle would score 2 hits, reaching number 17 on the US Billboard Hot 100 in May of that year, with the song New Attitude and her other song Stir It Up reaching number 41 in August of 1985. The mansion used in the final shootout between Foley and Maitland was the former Harold Lloyd estate in Beverly Hills. It is the same mansion seen in the final shootout in the 1985 Arnold Schwarzenegger film Commando. In that movie and this movie, both characters are trying to rescue someone named Jenny in that mansion. This was the first movie where Eddie Murphy ever received top billing. Beverly Hills Cop was an enormous box office success. On a budget of $13 million, it made a total of $316.4 million. This was the first R-rated film in history to gross over $200 million domestically in the United States. Beverly Hills Cop was the number 1 highest grossing movie in the United States in 1984. Since the movie was released in the month of December, most of that money was made in the year 1985. It was in the top 10 movies at the box office until June of 1985. It was also the first film ever to be released to over 2,000 theaters in the United States. Beverly Hills Cop would be the first of 7 Eddie Murphy movies in a row to open at number 1 at the box office. VHS was starting to overtake Betamax, but this movie still holds that record as the most rented Betamax title ever. In 2024, Beverly Hills Cop was selected for preservation in the United States National Film Registry for being culturally, historically, or aesthetically significant to American history. I truly consider this one of my personal classics that I could watch again and again, and it never gets old. I saw it when I was young. I love this movie. I think it is a fantastic film. I really love the scene where Axel and Taggart stop the armed robbery in the strip club. When the crowd applauds and Axel looks at Taggart and gives him the okay, you can tell from the acting that the characters suddenly have respect for each other. It's a really great moment, and I love it. I love this movie. I give 10 stars to the 1984 action comedy classic, Beverly Hills Cop.